So this is my 1991 Nissan 300ZX. It is a factory twin turbo model, and it is the one that we are going to be driving today around the block. Paint's pretty nice, does have a couple flakes here and there and a couple chips, but overall for a 91 with 56,000 original miles on it, you know, it's pretty awesome. Now I did have to rebuild the engine because there was a kid that owned it before me that blew it up because he didn't maintenance it after it was sitting for 30 years. And chucked a rod through the side of the block. So it does have a naturally aspirated VG30DE inside of it compared to the TT model, the TT that came inside of it originally. So it is no longer technically a true twin turbo. It is just the transmission, differential, everything else that makes a twin turbo aside from the engine. The engine itself is from an NA that I was able to get my hands on and rebuild. But honestly, for the islands around here, you don't need a lot of power. This thing is kind of like really torquey, makes a lot of good low end power, and it is enjoyable, but it won't get you into serious trouble unless you stay in it, which most people don't do around here. But I'm gonna go ahead and let my dad hop in and we'll take it for a drive around the corner. Alright, so round two. I have my dad here. We are actually in my 91 300ZX this time, compared to last time he drove my car was the 2009 Hyundai Genesis with the V8. This is a little different. What's your first impressions on it?
Looks fast.
Yeah. I mean, it's not as fast as a Genesis, but for its time, this thing made some good jam for what it was. And it's a little 5-speed manual, and can't really ask anything better than that for a 90s car. You ready?
I grew up when I drove 240Zs and souped up 240s.
No.
260s, 280s, 300s.
No.
I've been had my share of these driving around.
Yeah, so
never owned one.
This is like the big brother of the 240. Or sorry, the younger brother of the 240, since the 240 is older. That's like a 70s versus this is 91. So.
Yeah, early 70s. Yeah.
It's actually the same age as his truck, which is a 91. But this one only has about 56,000 miles on the odometer. It's a little dusty. Got a fresh engine in it. We just did a rebuild, and yeah, I think we're ready to take it around the block. Seat feel good? You don't need to adjust it or anything?
Huh?
You need to move the seat forward or back or anything?
I'm gonna up a little bit.
Okay. So there's electronics on the side.
Right there is fine. Nice quick throw shifter.
Yeah. Alright, so here we go.
No power steering.
Yeah, no power steering. That clutch is really grabby though. Actually ends in the middle right now. It needs a catback exhaust. It has cats, but there's nothing after that. Alignment's not perfect either. It does have the 4-wheel steering that I deleted in the back, but it has tie rods that need to be adjusted, so you might feel it fight you a little bit on the road since it's dry. But I did eye out the alignment and it does cruise relatively straight. so we'll postpone that for now.
Yeah.
I'll go straight.
I'm going straight. Yeah.
Oh, stalled. That's fifth. Or fourth. Fifth, yeah. This thing hasn't been driven in a couple of years, so the trans is still waking up.
Yeah, the more you use it, the looser it'll get.
It'll loosen up again. But only 56,000 miles, so this thing is, it's still like brand new.
Still like new.
Yeah.
Which motor did you put in this?
It's the VG30. Yeah. So it's still the factory V6. This is just the non-turbo variant.
Yeah.
The turbo has a little bit more top-end power, but over here it's not really necessary. I was more so just building like a sporty, you know, decently quick car. Didn't have to be super fast. Careful around these people. These people are really grumpy. It's a little loud, but it has a nice tone to it. Oh, nice red badge.
Third gear already loosened up. Third was easier to loosen up.
Yeah. Now that it has some miles on it. So this thing is like literally fresh. It has less than 100 miles put on it since I did the rebuild, and you know, it's definitely gonna take some time to loosen up everything, break in the clutch, break in everything else. But you know, for it's like a couple of maiden voyages, I think it's doing pretty good. Nice little purple. Got the pops and bangs on the D cell.
Race that Camaro.
No, first gear though. You see the coilovers, how stiff it is?
Yeah.
All new suspension.
Oh, it'll handle.
Yeah,
It's tight.
super tight. What's it called? Energy suspension bushings on everything. All new arms, or refreshed at least. Ball joints.
Put it back in.
Yeah, you can back in this one. That first gear launch, though, you see how like heavy the clutch is to get on.
Oh yeah. Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll take it.
Yeah. Sold. I mean, it's been a while since you drove a '90s sports car, huh?
Long time.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, one for like this decent condition. What do you think?
I think he's a keeper.
You know, I think I'll have to keep it.